morning. Today I am doing a Weight Watchers what I eat in a day video, what I am going to be eating to lose weight. And I want to apologize in advance if this part of the video is wobbly. I broke my tripod and so my phone literally may fall off of it any minute while recording. So I just wanted to backtrack a little bit and give you an idea of my weight loss journey and where I am right now, just to be realistic. I've done a couple of Weight Watcher videos, but now that my channel is starting to grow, I want to go more in depth with kind of just my story. I had my fourth baby 2.5 years ago, and going from the weight from whenever I had her to now, I've lost a little over 30 pounds. At my lowest weight, it's about 33 pounds. But I should have lost more in that time. I lost the first 20 pounds were super easy to lose, but everything after that was super hard, and I would lose and regain the same weight over and over and over. And last fall I started doing WW, which I had done years before several times and loved it. And I started that and immediately saw results. Took some weight off before the holidays. I think I lost about 10 pounds. That's what took me to 30 pounds. And then I kind of gained that back over the holidays. And we've also gone to the gym for a year now. And so all of that has really helped. It wasn't until I was getting, I don't want to say I've been super consistent with workouts, because I have not, but it wasn't until I got more intense with them and more serious about combining both weight, diet and exercise, that inches started to come off. And so while I've still lost 30 pounds is all, the inches have been much more dramatic than that. And once COVID hit, you know, the gym shut down, everything shut down, and I started off doing good. I exercised several times at home throughout then with the kids. My diet part struggled just because, I mean, just like you, it was hard to find things. You kind of just ate what you could find, and honestly, I didn't get stressed up front too bad, but then once I started thinking about certain elements, then I did get stressed, and I just really didn't have my focus right. And some weeks, even up to now, some weeks I do good, some weeks I don't. And to give you an update on where I stand now weight loss wise, I am about 4.5 pounds above my lowest weight. So not terrible. I know a lot of people have done what's called like the COVID-20, and I'm so thankful I've not done that. But I also haven't lost either. And I mean, this has been going on for around here since March, and it is July. So that's a long stretch of time. So that is a long stretch of time that I could have definitely lost a lot more weight and be closer to my goals. But it is what it is. And so I have been just following some of my favorite weight watching mamas or ladies on YouTube and Instagram. I'm sorry, this is so wobbly. Trying to get my motivation back, and I've been screenshotting a lot of things and putting it into a photo album that I title Weight Watcher Ideas, so that just in a pinch I can go through and get some ideas there. And I'm hoping that helps. But this morning, whenever I was scrolling through pictures, I saw a Dunkin' Donuts tea from there that I wanted to try. And they're talking about Dunkin' chocolate donuts behind us. We have a Dunkin' Donuts in our town, and I know a lot of people on Weight Watchers like it, and a lot of people just in general. But ours is out of town. It's at our interstate, which from our house, if you have to drive that far, I mean, you've driven probably, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, which for big towns would be nothing. But in a small town, I can drive just like under 5 minutes and have donuts. So it's way on the other side of town, but I just decided I wanted to do that today. We've never been there. The kids have never had their donuts, and so I'm driving out there, and I'm doing this video, when it's put together, this is going to be the first thing you see, but I actually had my breakfast before this. We have started back to school, and we had just a busy couple days, and the way we do school is we kind of just take it as we feel it. We don't necessarily do a full schedule every day, like set time wise. If we have a day where we want to sleep a little later and just do school as we get to it, well, that's what we do, and that's today. It's really good and refreshing, and it's nice to be able to have that freedom. So last night I knew that everybody was going to have a hard time waking up today, just based off of our last couple of days, and sleep patterns have been off. And so I said, let's just sleep. So to be honest, and this is truthful, we slept until 8:30 this morning, which I never sleep that late, so that was really nice. And we got up, I had my breakfast while the girls got dressed, and now we're headed to get their donuts, and I've already eaten, which is also going to help me stay out of their donuts since I've already eaten breakfast. And I'm going to hopefully try that tea. If they have it, I don't know, we'll see. I know nothing about Dunkin' Donuts. So that's where we're going, and I am just going to take you along today with how I eat today. I don't really even have a plan for what I'm going to eat today. I do menu plan, and I actually menu plan for the whole month of July, but it doesn't have to be strict. I mean, just like homeschooling, I just go with the flow. So I bumped a couple of my meals up sooner than I was supposed to, just for some things just to go with our day. And so now I'm kind of today we could have something completely off that calendar, or we could pick like tomorrow's dinner or something like that. So I think that to do this Weight Watcher video, I may do the 2-ingredient dough pizza for me, and let the rest of my family have regular pizza. We'll see. So that's kind of what I'm feeling, but it's making me not know what I want to have for lunch. I'm trying to make ideas that are more my own, because I like to find what other people do and imitate that. I love people watching and people following and screenshotting their ideas, just because, I don't know, I like doing that. It motivates me. So I hate to make a video today of all the ideas that are someone else's. So we'll see. It may be where it takes me, but when I do that, I do reference them. So really, it's just giving them credit and taking you to their channel. So I'm thinking it's okay, but we'll see where the day takes us. Those look so good. Oh my goodness. And then I got the tea I wanted. I got an unsweet tea with blueberry shots in it, and then some lemon added to it. They didn't have fresh lemons. So they just put some lemon juice, which I'm sure is fine. And I'm going to add some Truvia to it and let you know how it tastes. And that Truvia has settled in the bottom, so once it kind of dissolves, it gets sweeter. That's really good, and I've got a fussy child behind me if you hear that. And I just turned it on. I'll take it out whenever I feel like they're heated up. No particular temperature, time, or anything. And I can't decide. I want an egg, but I don't want to cook an egg because I'm actually holding my toddler right now, and I don't want to make any kind of mess. So I think I'm just going to have a piece of this Sara Lee 45 calorie bread for 1 point and use some spray butter on it. And I don't know, I may do half a teaspoon of I can't believe it's not buttered for 0 points, because it's so much better. I've decided on the toast. And this is the butter. I'm going to play with it on my app and see if I can get it down to 0 points. I'm pretty sure half of a teaspoon is 0 points. That's what I've always counted it. But I'm going to make sure. I am going to have a couple of these turkey sausage patties. They are already fully cooked. There are 3 points for 2 of them. So I'm just going to pop them in my air fryer real quick. That needs to be cleaned if you see that. Okay, so here we go. Got my half a teaspoon. Going to measure that out and even it off. Okay. There's just something about toast with butter melting on it. I just can't resist it. I love it. I love toast. I can't eat toast every day, and sometimes I do just eat 2 pieces of toast for breakfast and call it a day. Okay. You want some too? Okay. Got the turkey sausage is ready. Super ready. I kind of forgot I've had it. And this is my 3-point breakfast. I should pair it with some fruit, but I'm just not going to right now. So 3 points. I've got Miss Ellie with me. She's very clingy, and I cannot decide what I am going to eat for lunch. I'm wanting some sort of grilled chicken, but I'm out of my blackened chicken that I keep in the freezer, and I really don't want to grill anything holding her. It's just hard. I don't know. I'm trying to decide. I am craving a bowl of chili from Wendy's, which is right back out there where we were for the donuts this morning. So I hate to eat out twice in a day like that. We normally do not eat out breakfast or lunch. And so it would be ironic that the one time I make a video, we eat out both times. I don't know. And I hate to load everybody back up in the car because we're still doing school. But when I have my cravings, I have my cravings and I want it right then and there. So we'll see. We may go get something, we may not. If she'll get up, then I'll fix something here. But if not, you may see us in the car again. I ended up going to Wendy's. I got the large cup of chili for 5 points. And I got just a grilled chicken breast for 0. I like ketchup in my chili, but I have this sugar-free kind, and so it won't be any points. And then I'm also going to sprinkle just a little bit of fat-free cheese on it. I'm trying to keep from eating the crackers that came with it. And then I just have my grape water back here. So this will be my 5-point lunch. It is 3 o'clock. I have finished this 24-ounce water, and then my tea, I also count that as liquid. So I'm actually pretty behind today on water. And then this is 32 ounces, so I'm just going to make a strawberry and lemon water. Okay, and then it has this little filter on top, which I love, just so that I am not sucking up seeds or getting ice or anything in my mouth whenever I have ice in there. I love that. It's super easy. I love to take this to the gym. And it's so pretty too to look at. Every time I take this out in public, people ask, what in the world are you drinking, or what is that? And I honestly don't remember where I got this. My husband got it for me one time, but it says it is in Brava. So if you can look that up, I bet you could find it. It is snack time. I have a 4-point snack here. The strawberries are 0 points. I use just 1 teaspoon of the sugar-free whipped heavy cream on it, which isn't much, but it's still a good treat. And then chocolate rice cakes, or these Quaker ones, they are 2 points for 1, and I think it goes to 3 points for 2. I'm not for certain, but one of them is 2 points. And then I just used a teaspoon of regular peanut butter on top. And then I have one of these light string cheeses for 1 point. And I'm really not hungry yet because I had lunch so late, but I know myself well enough to know if I don't go ahead and have a snack, my hunger will catch up to me and it will be uncontrollable and I will mess up and binge eat. So I'm going to make myself have this, and then I will be fine until dinner. On days where I eat an early lunch, I usually have to have 2 snacks in the afternoon, but today's a different story. So I also plan to have an apple today if I'm still hungry. So tonight when I go to bed, that's what I'll have if I'm wanting a snack, so that I can keep that at 0 points. And then I still have I think 13 points left for the day. I'm going to try to save about 4 of them to let them roll over for the weekend. So that is what's going on right here. It is dinner time, and I'm going to make 2-ingredient dough. It is just equal parts of self-rising flour and then a fat-free yogurt. So I am really hoping that I have enough flour. I need to make enough for my husband and I, so I need a cup because I'm giving each of us a half a cup of each. May or not be enough. It's pushing it. He ordered the girls a really good pizza from a local place by where he works. So I really hope that I can stay out of it. That is pretty close. Thankfully, I need to add that on my shopping list. That one bag lasted us forever. And this will be 6 points per serving. I'm dividing it into 2 servings, so it will be 6 points. The Greek yogurt is just 0 points. You're only counting the points for the flour. So 1/4 of a cup is 3 points, and that's not very much. So I usually do half a cup as long as I have the points for it for 6 points. I also like to add a little bit of garlic powder in there. Just really messy today. And you can see that this is pretty thick and dry, but when you feel it, it doesn't feel quite like that. I may add just a tiny more bit of yogurt to it. Sometimes you have to just kind of work with it. Just like with baking, the humidity and the weather make a difference. Our heat index had us at 111 a couple days ago, so that's how humid it is here. I think it was, I don't even know what the real temperature was, 100, something like that. But it is very, very humid where we live, and so it makes it absolutely miserable. If you've been to Vegas, it's a completely different type of heat than what we have. That one is more, I mean, that's not tolerable because it's hot, but it is so much more tolerable than our heat. I mean, you could walk out it on the strip in Vegas, but here, no. You would just be soaking wet and just feel like you're suffocating. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I will knead that out into 2 portions, and I just set my oven to 400 degrees. I'm going to bake it for a little while before I put the toppings on. Pop open one of these Cevias. I really like these. This is the black cherry. It probably is my favorite. I always go back to it, but I do like the Dr. Zevia, which is a Dr. Pepper knockoff. The first time it's not good, but you do adapt to it, and when I crave a Dr. Pepper, I can get satisfied off of one of those. But I really like this because it's kind of sweet and sour, but a soda at the same time. And the grape and the strawberry are good too. They're really sweet, but they're good also. But this is the easiest to find a lot of times at Walmart, and it's my favorite. If you just saw these out, I thought I was going to have to make my own pizza sauce real quick on a pinch because my other was used up and I was just going to count points for it. But I just remembered that I had a little bit left in the freezer, so I'll thaw that out. It's the 0 point marinara from the Skinnyish dish, I believe, and I will link that down below. Okay, so no matter how much you use this, it is 0 points, and here I am splattering it, making a mess. It gets kind of thin once you thaw it back out, but the dough kind of soaks it up, and it's so good and flavorful. And I'm just using turkey pepperoni. Okay, I'm just using turkey pepperoni. I'm using 5 because it is 0 points, and that little sliver just got in there. I'll put that with that. That is 5. It's 5. And I put it under the cheese because it folds up being turkey pepperoni for some reason. And then I'm going to use 1/4 cup of each of these cheeses. And they're each 0, probably using them together. You should count 1, but they are each 0 points for 1/4 cup. And then I'm just going to sprinkle some Italian seasoning on it just for an extra kick. It's getting kind of noisy, sorry. And then I'm going to spray it with cooking spray because it makes the cheese melt better. And I'll pop that back in the oven. I think I did almost 10 minutes on the dough the first time. There kids, this looks so good. Oh, I see somebody got into it on the way home. Cheese. Cheesy bread. Oh my goodness. It looks so good. It's gonna be so hard for me to stay out of it. Here it is. See how they fold up? That's what I was talking about. It looks so good. But if you want to see what really looks good, this is my husband's with regular full fat cheese and regular pepperoni. Oh my goodness. That looks delicious. But this will still be just as good. Alright, this looks like a cheat meal, but it is 7 points total. And then I'm just having 1/2 cup of this Asian medley, Asian medley, just slightly seasoned Asian medley. I cannot wait. And for dessert, I'm having a Fiber One brownie. These are 2 points, and I put 1 teaspoon of this sugar-free caramel syrup that you can find in the ice cream aisle. It is 0 points for 1 teaspoon. I'm going to heat this up for 15 seconds. And then I've just got 1 teaspoon of my sugar-free heavy whipping cream that I used earlier. I am going to save my last 4 points that I have left. I saw another person say that they try to save a few points to roll over a few days in a row so that whenever they have their big cheat meal with their extra points for the week, extra weeklies, that they can also add those in and just make it one big good cheat day type thing. And so I'm going to try that and see how that goes, since today's Wednesday when I'm recording this. So I'm going to try to roll over today and tomorrow and Friday, so that either Saturday or Sunday I can just have a good cheat day. And they're watching a movie in there, so it's super loud in the background. I bet it's amplified on the video, so I apologize. That is going to do it for this video. Like I said earlier, if I get hungry tonight, because it's only 6 o'clock, if I get hungry tonight, I will have an apple, which is 0 points. And if I'm just absolutely desperate for a little bit more than that, I may add a teaspoon of that sugar-free caramel on it again with, I think you can have 7 chocolate chips for 0 points. One of the kids is telling daddy it's not working, if you hear that. I think you can have 7 chocolate chips for 0 points. I think that's right. I'll work it out to 0 points so that the whole thing is that way. So if you do not hear anything else from me after this, that means that I stayed on track and that is what I had for my snack. And if I go over that, then I'll come back on. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope that it's been helpful. Let me know down below if you like it. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. I plan on doing a few more of these. I'm just kind of in the mood for it, and it also holds me accountable. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.